Is it streaming or white?
No,
Okay.
it's streaming this way,
Okay.
right?
I know.
Not sponsored.
How's everybody doing out there today? Right? Right. So, you've been listening, you're going to be listening to Smooth in the Morning, Steve Walker in there. Y'all give me a round of hand. Applause for Jeremy Hannon on the piano. Felix Allen on the drum. Dr. Tisha Kim on the bass. And my kids up on the trumpet. We're going to have a little nickname for him by the end of the night. We're going to start the set off with a good old classic standard titled Bye Bye Blackbird. Get jumping. Jeremy Hicks. Blackbird. We got a lot of talent in this band, and I'm gonna make sure we get to every single body in the band. So we're gonna start early, and we're gonna feature. Let's see.
What you gonna do?
We're gonna feature me on this one. This is the title: Ice Cream, You Scream, We All Scream for Ice Cream. Right? It's hot outside, right?
It is.
Yeah, the heat index is like really, really hot. The heat index, and the heat's so good.
What do you say? Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hey man, it's my show, bro.
Hell yeah!
I'm just joking with you. Y'all give him a hand. Kid Chuck. Y'all give him a hand, that's Jeremy Hannon. I said ice cream, you scream. Y'all scream for ice cream, rock my baby roll. Y'all put your hands together. I said ice cream, you scream. Y'all scream for ice cream, rock my baby roll. Banana, strawberry, my favorite is. My favorite ice cream is pistachio. I said ice cream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream, rock my baby roll. We're going to keep this party going, and we're going to feature the second feature of the day. My good friend Kid Chocolate, he just mastered the trumpet. So we're going to feature Leon Kid Chocolate on the trumpet. Y'all give him a hand, y'all. He going to sing one too.
What you got, kid?
That's right, I just mastered taking this thing out of the case.
You got this?
Just because my hair's curly, and just because my teeth are pearly, just because I always wear a smile, I even like to dress up in the latest style. For you, I'm glad I'm living, and I take my troubles with a smile. Yes, because I'm shady, it makes no difference, baby. That's why they always shine. Yeah, because my hair is curly. Because my teeth are curly. Just because I always wear a smile, I can like to dress up, I can dress up in the glad I'm living, and I take all my troubles, oh, with a smile. Oh, because I'm shady, makes no difference, baby, that's why they call me shine.
Get chocolate, y'all. Give him a hand.
We like to dress up in the style. Oh, gee, I'm glad I'm living. And I take all my troubles with a smile. Yeah, because I'm thinking, that's why they call me. That's why they call me. That's why they call me style.
Thank you. Y'all give it up one more time for Kid Chocolate, y'all. Everybody mastered that chocolate. I would like to feature the best looking bass player on the stage. The best looking bass player on Frenchmen Street.
Hell yeah!
Yep. The best looking bass player in the world.
Hell yeah!
She's happy, she's happy. She happened to be my wife. Yeah. We're newlyweds. We just got married a few weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, sure. So
Hey, she likes you anyway?
I'm no longer a fiance. So that being said, we're gonna feature Dr. Kim or whatever she wants to say.
Do it, baby girl!
We made a big deal about us getting married. I'm going to dedicate this next song this love song to my favorite trombone player, still. Stephen Walker. It's a love song called Love. If you know the song, feel free to sing along.
Hey, you like him anyway?
I like him and love him.
Hell
I
yeah!
heard that a lot of problem with the marriages because people love each other, the spouses love each other, but they don't like each other. So they don't want to spend time. But so far, I like him and love him. Ask me next time.
Well, do the damn thing!
You go, girl.
1, 2.
Thank
just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Thank you. How about the dancers?
Hey, y'all did it. Y'all brought up the music. Made us dance.
We're gonna sing another song. I'm gonna dedicate this next song to my imaginary sister. She's imaginary, but that doesn't stop her from being popular. Very popular, and you'll find out why. It's called I Wish I Could Shimmy Like My Sister Kate.
Hell yeah.
I wish you could shimmy like my sister Kate. She shivers like jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so nice. All the boys in the neighborhood know that she can shimmy and it's understood. I know I'm late, but I'll be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. Oh boy, shimmy like my sister Kate. I wish I could shimmy like my sister Kate. She shivers like jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so nice. All the boys in the neighborhood know that she can shimmy real good. I know I'm late, but I'll be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. Oh boy, shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake, shake.
funky music, boy.
I wish I could shield me like my sister Kate. She shivers like jelly on a plate. My mind, I wanted to know last night why all the Wall Street can be so nice. All the boys in the neighborhood know that she can shimmy real good. I know I'm late, but I'll be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. Oh boy, shimmy like my sister Kate. I was hoping that you would come out and shimmy.
I promise.
You look like you know how to shimmy. That's a compliment.
Y'all give it up for Dr. Kim one more time. Y'all give her a hand. It's very-
Hell yeah!
Your
Hell
voice,
yeah!
your voice is beautiful.
Well, thank you. Well, so we have a doctor up here and a professor.
Wow.
So we heard from the doctor, now we must hear from the professor. He's going to demonstrate and play the style of piano playing that we don't really get to hear too much of that on the mainstream. And we're lucky enough to have Mr. Jeremy, Professor Jeremy, here in New Orleans all the way from France. And he's going to play this style of music, which is my favorite style of piano playing, by the way. And it's a type of music called stride piano. So, Jeremy is going to play my favorite stride piano song. Give it up, Professor Hannon, y'all. Okay. Oh, yo.
Well, do the damn thing.
Keep this groove up. It don't mean nothing if you ain't got a drink. I mean, yeah, it don't mean nothing if you ain't got a drink. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just get that prism, everything you got. Whoa, yeah. It don't mean nothing if you ain't got that drink. One more time. It don't mean nothing if you ain't got that ring. It don't mean nothing if you ain't got that swing now. It makes no difference if it's sweet or not. Just get that rhythm, everything you got. Oh yeah. It don't mean nothing if you ain't got that swing.
No problem.
Y'all enjoying yourself out there so far today? We got a couple more songs in the set to go before we take a short pause from the calls. But before we do that, I know it's so hot outside. We're going to continue with a standard that's been playing around this city for many, many, many years. This is the title on the sunny side of the street. Just direct your feet on the sunny side of the street. And you feel a bit of life and you're happy too. You're so baby, life can be so sweet. On the side of the street, I used to walk in the shade with my blues on the way, but if I never have a cent, I give it to Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet, baby. Oh, baby, I was the design of the street. Red girl, keep your words on. Life can't be so sweet. Oh, life can be so sweet. Oh, on the sunny side of the street, I used to walk in the shade with those blues on the way. But my eyes not clear. My brother's on the road, and I never have a cent. I'll be rich since I'm
and your hats, your boots and everything. Leave your words on the doorstep, cause we're gonna find fine. Just direct your feet and you'll look neat on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear good and patter of the raindrop trickling down your fire escape ladder? Life can be so fine, fine as fine. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on the rain. Now I'm like rain, my room, stars still bright. I never had one stint. I didn't just rock a filler. Oh, just stand my feet all in the sunny, all in the shady.
For those of you who's listening at home, welcome. If you guys didn't know, Pickle Mike, hey Pickle Mike. For those of you guys who didn't know, you are a part of a live audience. We live stream every week, every Wednesday, every Saturday, from 6 to 9, and on Saturdays from 3 to 6. So when we do come around the QR code, they have all of our information linked to. So be sure to become a subscriber. We also have t-shirts, hats, we have cups, come take tote bags, come take us home with you guys. And that being said, we got about time for 1 or 2 more songs in the set. We're gonna take a short pause. Y'all give it up for Jeremy one more time. Dr. Kim on the bass. Felix Allen on the drums. We got Phil Chocolate on the trumpet. Better yet, we're gonna take that break right now so we can come back fast so we can play some more music. Is that alright for you guys? Yeah. Alright. So this next song, we know we got football season coming up. So I wrote a little something. And on this next song, we're gonna have Dr. Kim come around with the last member of our band. Name is Philip. Fill up the bucket. And his cousin Venmo. So, that being said, if you like the band, tip the band. If you don't like the band, tip us anyway. Maybe we can get some lessons. Alright, this is... Right. We're gonna play this last song and take a short pause and we'll be right back with more music. When the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I hope that I'm still living when the saints go marching in. When the saints get some coaches and a quarterback. When the saints get a quarterback, we will return to one every Sunday game. Oh, when the saints get a quarterback. Get a quarter.
Get a quarterback.
Get a quarterback.
When the Saints, when the Saints.
With the Saints, with the Saints.
Get a quarterback.
Get a quarterback.
Oh, I wanna be on the couch with my baby. Oh, when the Saints get a quarterback.
Get a quarterback. Thank you. We'll be right back in 15 minutes.
been?
I've been good, and you?
Oh, really good.
I
I'm
rem-
going to draw you in a minute.
Okay. I remember seeing you.
How y'all doing, folks? Welcome back to the second set, where in and everything goes. Right. That's what our French used to say. We're going to start this set off. We got a lot of music to get to. We got a lot of singing, a lot of clapping. And if you want to dance, the dance floor is open. A lot of foot stomping. So we're going to start this set off with the song called, is entitled Bubba Loose Strut. we're about to feature Kid Chocolate on the next couple of numbers, and he's going to come to you in his own very special way. Here's a little ditty about this great city. Yeah, way down under in New Orleans, that's the land of Tennessee. The Garden of Eden, you know what I mean. Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper with tender sighs. Won't you give your little girl a little smile? Stop, you bet your life you make a stand for a little while. There's a heaven right here with the beautiful queen, way down yonder in New Orleans. Way down yonder in New Orleans, that's the land of Tennessee. Garden of Eden, and you know what I mean, yeah. Baby, we flashing eyes, softly with tender sighs. Stop, oh, won't you do? Little smile, you bet your life. Heaven right here with beautiful queen. Yeah, way down yonder in New Orleans.
Jeremy, y'all. That's the land of dreaming sings. God, you know what I mean. Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper whips in the sides of time. Won't you give your lady there a little smile? Oh, you better like you nigga there a little while. There's a heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens. Yeah, we're gonna have you. I forgot to steal my turn. Thank y'all very much. We're gonna do another song about this, or as I said before, we're gonna do another ditty about this great city. No ditty. We're gonna do another ditty about this great city.
Clear the language.
Yeah. Ditty with T, with two T's. Two T's. Never mind. Forget I said anything. We're gonna play.
It's for the band. It's your fault.
Hold up, give it up for the swing dancers one time, y'all. Yeah?
Yeah, swing dances.
Yeah.
Change the subject. Thank you.
I'll try to do the triple step I can.
So here's another great song about this city, dedicated to all of you who might be visiting, or even those of you who may live here, and you might experience the sentiment and the feelings of this song every time you have to leave. And when you think about all of your times and the great people that you met and all of the scenery that you may have seen, the name of this song is Do You Know What It Means to Miss New Orleans? Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day? I know I'm not wrong for the feelings you show. The longer I stay away, I miss the moss covered vines, the tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds seem to sing. How I long to see the lazy Mississippi burning into spring. Whoa, the Mardi Gras, the memory of Creole to that feeling. I dream of holy and June. Soon I'm wishing I was there. Man, do you know what it means to care for New Orleans when that spring left your heart? There's just one thing more. I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. Well, the moonlight on the bayou, Creole tunes that fill the air. I dream of only endless blue. And soon I'm wishing I was there. You don't really know what it means to care for New Orleans when that's where you left your home. But there's just one thing more, I miss the ones I care for. Then I miss New Orleans. Thank you, man. This next song, we really need a little bit of audience participation. Well, yeah, since it's only 12 of you, we need a lot of audience participation. We gotta make up for the other 80 people that aren't here. So all you have to do is very easy. I'm not asking too much of you. All you have to do is say, without no pants on, just like that in rhythm. Without no pants on, boom, boom. Without no pants on, without no pants on, That's so piss poor, sorry. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Without no pants on. Y'all can do it louder.
We got no pants on.
A little louder.
We got no pants on.
A little bit louder.
We got no pants on.
All right, let's see. Let's see how that works. Let's see how it works. Let's try. Without no pants on, your love belongs to me. At night, when you are asleep, without no pants on, into your tent, I'm gonna creep. Without no pants on, the sun that shines above, without no pants on, will light our ways alone. Without no pants on, you'll rule this land with me. Yes, I'm sheep of Arabic. One more time. I'm the sheep of Arabic. Love no pants on. Your love belongs to me. At night, yes, when you're asleep. Into your tent, I'll make that creep. Sheep of Arabic, that's me, that's what I do, come on. I'm the secret man.
How about that band, y'all? Y'all give the band another round of applause.
Yes.
So we heard from Kid Chocolate singing Chico Therapy, master of the trumpet, master of taking his horn out the case. Right? So now we like to hear, he did a whole segment. He did a fast song, he did a ballad, and he did another medium song. So now we like to feature Dr. Chi-Soo Kim on this next segment of our set. Y'all give her a round of applause, y'all. Dr. Kim. She's gonna sing her best three songs. The best three top four. Chi-Soo, you gotta sing the top four. So the next three songs are gonna be Chi-Soo Kim's top four.
Let's start something easy. I'm gonna sing about two most important things in life: dessert and boundaries. It's called "I Ain't Gonna Give Nobody None of My Jelly Roll." Cake to save your soul. My mama told me today, just before she went away, if I would be a little girl, she would keep my hair in curls. Now ain't no use for you to keep on hanging around. I know you want it, but I gotta turn you down. I ain't gonna give nobody none of my cherry won't. I wouldn't give a piece of cake to save your soul. My mama told me today, just before she went away, if I would be a little girl, she would put my hair in curls. Now ain't no use for you to keep on hanging around. I know you want it, but I gotta turn you down. My jelly roll is sweet, and they cannot be. I know you want it, you can't have it, ain't gonna give you none. Thank you. Nobody, not on my jelly roll. I'm going to do another long title song. To sing the title is half the game. Guys, so this is my wish song. Welcome. And I think he likes that song. So in case you don't know, that right there trombone player is my husband. Really like husband. Don't get too excited, Stephen. I'm going to say some secret. I haven't yet gotten any pending letter from him yet. He said it's coming. But until it's coming, I have to write it for myself. So I'm going to sing a song that's called I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. Handwritten letter.
Okay, handwritten.
I'm a Janice. I believe in handwritten. What? Sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I've got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And push me love the way that you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling Then I'll need to find a new song. I'm gonna sing a song about love at first sight. Tibetan. And it's called Tibetan. She met this young fellow. He held her like this loveliness, and stole a kiss. This young fellow, he said he was glad that he met her. Soon he would come and get her. But she said no, no, I refuse to go until I know you a little bit better. Rosita, she met this young fellow. He held her like this loveliness, and stole a kiss. This young fellow, he said he was glad that he met her. Soon he would come and get her. But she said, no, no, I refuse to go until I know you a whole lot better. First you get a feeling, then you get a feeling she's Tip the band.
Tip the band. I didn't know it was love at first sight. Thank you. I didn't know. Anyway, keep this show moving right along. Y'all been having a good time so far? Yeah. So I featured all the singers in the band, but me. So you know what? I'm gonna close this set out. Yeah, you're a singer, bass player and a singer. So we're gonna close this set out with me singing a couple of songs. Oh, we have a role model. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Feel free. He just tipped Philip, y'all. Fill up the bucket. So, since he just tipped the band, we're gonna do a money song. This is entitled Pennies from Heaven. It rains, feelings from heaven. Don't you know these clouds can take feelings from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your brother is upside down. Trading for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have shower. Next time you hit with thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be things from heaven for you and me. Every time it rains, things from heaven. Don't you know clouds can take things from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have a shower. Next time you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Y'all give him a hand, Kid Sharp. Give him a hand, Jerry. Every time it rains from heaven. Don't you know these clouds and days made from heaven? You find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Time to pack it up, sunshine and flowers. If you want that thing you love, you must have shower. So, next time you give it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be gifts from heaven. There'll be gifts from heaven. There'll be gifts from heaven for you and me. You can take all the video and pictures you want, you just don't use the flash of the light on the camera. Thank you.
Yeah, don't do that flash.
Oh, you ratting. Oh, Lord. She's having some good, you know.
You must have been together for a while.
Moving right along. That's gonna come out on Swimming in the Water CD at some point. It's coming out. Pennies from Heaven. Yeah, y'all give it up for this band one more time, y'all. We got Professor Andrew on piano. Give him a hand. We got Cuban Salad on the drums. We got Dr. Kim on the bass. We got Chris Chocolate on the trumpet. All of these guys and ladies in the band, they work very hard. They are a huge part of this community in New Orleans, of musicians and artists and culture bearers. And you guys wouldn't be sitting here doing for one another. So give them another round of applause. And we wouldn't be sitting here without you guys. It'd just be a rehearsal. So thank you guys. So we're gonna keep this moving right along. And this is a song entitled When You're Smiling. Oh, when you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, oh, somebody keep laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, yes, oh, you bring on the rain. Stop your crying, baby, you'll be happy again. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Y'all put your hands together. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, keep on laughing. The sun comes shining through. Right for when you're crying, you bring on the rain. Stop crying, baby, you'll be happy again. When you're smiling, keep on smiling. The whole world smiles with you. Y'all give him a hand, Jeremy Hanley. Oh, when you're smiling, keep on smiling. The whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, keep on laughing. The sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, whoa, you bring on the rain. Stop the crying, baby. You'll be happy again when you're smiling. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles. The whole world smiles. The whole world smiles with you. La 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 la. But right now, we would like to have Dr. Kim. She's about to come around our tip jar, our last and final member of the band. We're about to honor Rose Bethany. If you tipped already, it's okay to tip twice. So we have t-shirts, we have hats, we have cups. Y'all come take us home. That support, you know, that support us. We have a YouTube channel. The most hygienic way to take us home is take a t-shirt with you and a tote bag. That being said, that support our YouTube channel, that support our equipment. We have a GoFundMe that we're doing right now. All that's on the QR code, so if you could donate that, it'll help us out a whole lot. So this next song we're gonna do is Joe Avery's Group.